We are having some weird technical difficulties between both my microphone and my camera, but they seem to be working now. We are 2 days away from upper facial feminization surgery. I know I should have probably been doing more update videos, just being like, oh, I'm 5 days away, 4 days away, 3 days. And that's what I had in my head. But it has been such an emotional roller coaster that I haven't been able to keep up with everything. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. It's been more than I could even handle. I've been moody. I've been stressed. What do you want me to say? It's 10 degrees outside right now. Of course, I'm only wearing this whenever it's like 10 degrees colder in the house, in my room, than everywhere else. I have the heater on, which is doing absolutely nothing yet. But I do have this glove on with the little butterfly, and it gives me plus 15 to my heat. So I'm doing just peachy over here. I don't even need pants. Leave me alone. Anyway, this is where we're at with this, and I'll give you my headspace, like the game plan, kind of like where we're at, and blah 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 blah, right? So the past few weeks it has been miserable. It has been miserable. I've been dealing with tooth pain, owie, and just worrying about oh, I'm starting an antibiotic. I didn't get imaging that shows oh, you absolutely have something wrong with the tooth. I messaged my surgeon about this. They reached out to me. There was nothing further that they wanted from me. I went for my anesthesia clearance. They cleared me. There was no issues. I'm like, do I have to follow up with my dentist? They're like, nope, you're good. I got a message Monday, my surgery's on Friday, right? So this is 5 days before surgery, and they're just like, hey, they called me, and they're just like, are you okay with the tooth? What's going on with the situation? Can you explain what's happening? And then they're like, okay, well, I'll relay this to the surgeon. I'll call you right back. And they called me back in 20 minutes, and I've been constantly worried about hearing something back that's oh, we have to postpone, we have to reschedule, whatever. And so they give me this call, right? Oh my god, I've just been nothing but worrying about the tooth, nothing but worrying about every little symptom and side effect of anything and everything that I'm going through. So I've been in a weird headspace, and I've been moody. I've been very on edge. They ended up saying that I need to follow up with my dentist and just let me know what the dentist says, right? So, I plan to go to the dentist on Wednesday, 2 days before surgery. That's today. 2 days before surgery. This is crazy. We're actually this close. And so I followed up with the dentist a day early, and I got an appointment really early in the morning. I was like, okay, cool. I do not know what's going on with this freaking hair right here. This is driving me nuts. No. Let's just over here. You go over here. Okay. And so and don't give me a lecture about my bed. Don't give me a lecture about my bed. I got bigger problems. Anyway, I went to my freaking dentist office, right? And then I told them hey, whatever, we got to get this checked out just to clear me for surgery, whatever. I get into the waiting room, and I'm literally there 10 minutes before I have to go back, 10 minutes before my appointment. And there's this girl just sniffling every 30 seconds and wiping her nose on her sweater, and she's sitting right by the door that you have to go in to go to the back. And I'm just like, please just let me go in before her. Please just let me go in before her. Please just be sitting here for somebody else, and I don't have to But then, and I went in with a mask and everything, but even still, I'm very prone to getting I often get sick easily. So they called her back first, and then it was after we waited a half hour in the waiting room, and then if she had any imaging done, they literally called me back 5 minutes later. So it's just okay, she's here, she's getting imaging, and then okay, now you have to go and open your mouth and do an x-ray in the same room that she just had an x-ray in. So I'm terrified that I got something. And if I did, it might not even be in effect within my system yet. So hopefully not. I do have a bit of a sore throat right now. I've been massively paranoid about this type of stuff. If you've been following, I think I've mentioned that I've been quarantining myself to the point that I'm not getting my groceries. I'm paying extra money for my groceries, the curbside delivery for my groceries. I go to the grocery store, they bring it to my car, they put it in my trunk. I don't even talk to them. I give them money, and I say, leave me alone. I say in the details, I say, go away. And so that's where I'm at with everything. So now I'm dealing with a little bit of a sore throat today, and it's just of course I have to be in an insane headspace. I've been checking my temperature every day, dealing with this tooth issue that's been going on that it felt like it could have been something severe or serious, and then now it's just like, maybe, probably, I'm probably okay right now. But like I had like a lot of throbbing. There's certain days that like it's a lot worse than other days. So it's just been this really weird headspace of just like, okay, do I have to postpone this because of the tooth? This tooth issue came out of nowhere. Do I really have to actually postpone this and get the tooth taken care of and get rescheduled 3 months in advance? And then what's going to be the issue then? I'm not going to have like all of my ducks in a row this good in 3 months. Like I literally had a GoFundMe to help with the rental of the room prior to surgery. Like I'm going tomorrow to the hotel. I have to cancel it by like 10 p.m. tonight if I'm going to cancel it and then get like reimbursed, like my money back for it, kind of thing. So it's just like, if I end up getting sick like tomorrow from my encounter with this girl in the dentist waiting room, but like I had to confirm the dentist thing, and it's like I'd rather have not have even like done that step, because it's like, I'm feeling okay. But then my surgeon's office is just like, well, go ahead. And so it's just like, okay, cool. I have put myself at exposure potentially for a sickness, and I haven't been in the public for how long? When I went to get my anesthesia clearance, on the way down, we stopped at the gas station real quick just to use the restroom and everything, just to get it out of the way, like before getting on a toll road for 2 hours, you know? And when I walked into the gas station, I had this weird feeling, right? And the way that like I could put it is just like I saw, and it wasn't even busy. There was just like one guy standing waiting for food. There's like two girls, one in the, like just like looking at the drinks. One girl coming out of the bathroom. I'm just like, the feeling was like civilization, right? It was weird. I felt like I was stranded on like an island, and I just like got back to civilization or something. And it was such a weird, because that's how dedicated to quarantining I am. This is how serious this is for me. This is how much I know that I potentially can get sick. We're at the peak COVID and flu season, and I have like, my ride is literally just going out and oh, I'm gonna go to church every morning, and I'm gonna also go to like other store. And it's like, if we're getting anything, let me get it when I order from the grocery store, and then I'll order everything, and then they'll get mad at me because I asked like, what am I buying? What should I buy? Can you pay me back for this or that if you want that, for sure? But like, then they get mad at me for that, and then they get mad at me for this, and then like I still just get the things because I'm like, you need to not, you're a liability to me. I can't stand like the headspace, right? Does anybody, anyway? So then they'll just go out to the grocery store immediately after I do an order. Or like they'll go out to the grocery store and they'll know that I need to get groceries, and they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, well, I don't have any money in my account. I can't. And it's like, I could just pay you back. You do know that, right? And then so I have to do this order. I have to have the people delivered to my car. And then after I get it delivered to my car, then I get home, and then they're just like, oh, you know what? I think I might make soup. And then they go back to the grocery store. And it's like, what? This is what I've been dealing with, and it's been an insane headspace. And then I have my sisters that just keep showing up, and they know exactly how paranoid I've been about getting sick and stuff. And my one sister, she comes over and she's like coughing. I scratch my head, now it's red. My one sister keeps coming over, and she's just like coughing her head off, but she hits the Benjamin, right? So I don't know if it's this or if it's that, and it's just like, make sure that I'm paranoid. I want to know that I have fresh air because I have to prepare my own meals, and it's just like, can we get this over with? That's where I'm at. I'm very on edge. I'm very, very on edge. After the dentist appointment, I immediately washed my hands. I immediately came home, did saline in my nose. I hopped in the shower. I've been gargling with salt water just to like be safe, be extra safe. But yeah, as long as I'm not having like any respiratory, shortness of breath, fever type stuff like that, I think I'm good. If I get something in my sinuses and I start getting snotty or whatever, like surgery probably could proceed, but at the same time, that's going to be really difficult with like a frontal sinus setback. And because like right after that, you're not allowed to blow your nose. So it's like, I just have to like mouth breathe and just be okay after surgery, that it's like, you just want to recover, right? It's like, that's the liability of going in public, because these other people do not have a, $160,000+ surgery on the line, right? Everybody else is just going about their day, doing whatever their normal day stuff, just waiting to the day that they die. And I'm trying to be an entrepreneur and live my life. No, I'm trying to live my life in my own way, right? I do not like the throat cleariness, but I don't think that's anything too crazy. I think that could just be like the dry and the cold air and stuff. So hopefully, right? It's been stressful. It's been a lot of stress. So here's like my game plan from where I'm at from here. Tomorrow we go down to the hotel. I go down with my mom. My mom's been heavy breathing. My mom's obese. I'm just gonna say, like, she's obese. She takes Ozempic. She's been taking Ozempic for like over like a year and a half, 2 years. She doesn't eat food anymore. She's very moody whenever you try to talk to her. If you try to like say anything about like anything, you try to say like, hey, like, do you want me to buy? Well, I don't want to. And it's like, Jesus Christ almighty, what? Like, just, it doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter how politely you try to like approach them with anything. They just like, they start snapping at you. So it's the best thing to do is just not talk to them. Then you have my dad that's just like, you can't explain anything to him at all. He's always just irritated and drunk and whatever. But like, regardless, like, my ride down's my mom, and she's just she's something else. She's really something else. She just got home from church. I probably by now, but like, it's just like, why are you still doing this? Like, do you understand how paranoid I am about getting sick? And if you get sick now, and then I have to like share a hotel room with you the day before surgery, and then I wake up and I have like a fever, or I have something else, or then I have something else. I can get sick after surgery, and let's do that. Like, can you just quarantine with me for a minute? That's where my headspace is, but it's just like, it's been a lot of stress. So yeah, I have to ride down with her. The issue is, what's been scary is she's been doing like this weird throat cleary stuff, but she also vapes. She vapes nicotine, whatever stuff. So, and that's what she does for food, I think. After observing her for some time now, I think that's where she gets her nutrients, and it's scary. She's not with it anymore, I don't feel like. Anyway, and then on top of that, she's been heavy breathing. Like, anytime she does anything simple, she just, it's like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening? Well, like, why are you? And but that's just where we're at. Like, she's not taking care of herself. She's not eating. It's just like, okay, so like, just try to stay alive until after my surgery, because like, if I had to get rescheduled in 3 months, I don't know if my mom's going to be alive at this point. That's where my headspace is at, right? So this is why I'm trying to get everything done. And then also we have the government that's just been a certain way about trans people. We have the, we're leaving the thing in the UK or whatever, the World Health Organization. That's it. We're leaving the World Health Organization, and potentially like protections on like trans people are going to deteriorate even more because of that. Potentially, we have this like sport ruling because like there's like 27 trans kids that want to play sports or whatever, and we have hundreds of thousands of people that have strong opinions on trans people because of it, which is really weird. And then and then we have the 0.0018% of the 100% of college trans athletes that are have made literally so many people butt hurt. Gender's in the butt, by the way. You want to find out what my gender is? No. It's just like, I don't know. It's fucking crazy, man. Like, it's just been a crazy time, and so I've just been like, for my own sanity, I need to get this done now, right? But it seems like we're probably gonna get it done. Seems like we're probably okay. Throat hurts a little bit right now. My eyes look a little sickly. They tend to look a little sickly whenever I get sick, but they've been looking sickly for some time. They've been looking, and I think it could be the stress too. So the plan is I ride down with my mom. She's driving my sister's car because my car has issues. My car has ongoing issues, and I have done nothing but try to fix these issues, and the mechanics around here are less than capable of doing what I need them to do. I need them to measure the parts to make sure and do this one scan. It's like $150 or whatever, like tops, and to find out what part is bent in my God, it's been a minute since I thought about my car. The drivey parts on the bottom, the steering components. So figure out what's bent, replace it, and it will cost however much. But they're incapable of actually doing this for me, and so now I need to have and I needed somebody to drive me anyway. I'm not allowed to like be there without having a driver. They're gonna keep me overnight after surgery on Friday, assuming everything goes well. I've been saying like, oh, and surgery is going to be, and like just definitively this is when, But then, like, after, like, the toothache stuff, after starting the antibiotics, I've been like, if surgery's happening, tacking that on an asterisk. After, like, it was like 14 days left. It was like, okay, I'm feeling pretty confident. Then, like, 13 days left. I'm like, okay, what? Like, I got to deal with it. And then it's just like, tack on that asterisk. And that's enough stress to drive me insane. This is something I've wanted for 8 years. I just want to get it out of the way. I'm seeing other girls getting their face done left and right and, like, going for revisionary work. And, like, just, please just let me get this done, right? So that's where I'm at. It's been driving me absolutely insane. It's been driving me absolutely insane. It's been driving me absolutely insane. So let's just get this done, right? And I don't know. Then after that, it's just like recovery. It's film myself while my head's as swollen as possible and say that I have reverse Zika on Omegle and, you know, do some fun, goofy things like that or something. I don't know. That's so long as I don't get a fever some point today, some point tomorrow, so long as I have clear lungs are the pretty much two big things. Right now with whatever in my throat is just a little bit of like throat pain, but I've had that on and off like most of the month anyway. And then yeah, so the plan is to go down. I'm sticking with the 80 grams of protein a day, 76 grams of protein. It might as well be 80, so I say 80. The start of the morning, we're going to do eggs. We already did eggs today. We're making hamburgers, homemade hamburgers today. It's going to put our protein at 62 grams roughly. And then I pretty much just need to drink a protein shake. And I'm like good on my protein for the day, but I'll probably eat like a little bit more just to be safe. And then tomorrow, we're going to do eggs in the morning. We're going to try to do chicken and have chicken to take down and just kind of eat throughout the day, or maybe eat it prior, eat like a good amount of chicken while it's still warm. And then have a little bit more for later. And then also, I can't do a protein shake the day before because it has added vitamins. And yeah, it's just like, it's been a lot of headspace of just like juggling how to get the nutrients and just like having, you know, it's just, oh my God, it has been so much, especially living in like this situation that like, it's been such a stressful situation. So I just want to get this over with and get it out of this space, I guess. I mean, on to better things. Just get this done, on the better things, and just move on. I think like, I don't know. I've had conversations with people that like, it's just like, I think I'm realistic with what I expect with the results. I'm not expecting the world, but at the same time, like, I expect to some degree that I'll be able to pass a bit better, and, you know, maybe not 100% or anything, but I'll at least be able to do like makeup a certain way, get back into makeup, do like things like how I used to try to do things, but I couldn't exactly because I have more of an overhanging brow kind of look. And so, yeah, I mean, there's not really much more else to say. I want to make overnight oats today, have that to take down with me, maybe some quinoa, have that in a little container, take that down with me just so I can hit my protein goal while traveling. There's not much more else to it. It's just hang out at the hotel, go down in the morning for surgery, hopefully, and hopefully that's how it plays out. I think the biggest detriment was the tooth. If that would have been bad, if that would have been worse. But like, I was on the ball with this stuff. I should have known like it shouldn't just be like this like imminent issue kind of thing, I guess. But like at the same time, it's just like really kind of scary that like it just happened in a bad timeline, and it has been so much to try to get to this point. Like, so like, you know, I'm doing everything I can still. I'm still just worried that like my mom's gonna end up being sick. I still don't know what her raspy breathing's all about. I don't know if she's just vaping herself into like popcorn lung, or like what's going on with her, if she's like actually sick with something. And yeah, that's that's it. That's like it, right? But like I wanted to do at least like a little bit of an update. I wanted to be like more, oh yeah, hey, I'm getting surgery and this is me now. And what's up, bitches? I look like this, but soon I'm gonna look like this, like something like with that kind of energy. I just don't have it anymore. I have gray hairs coming in. I'm 34 years old. I have been telling my doctor since the beginning of this process, I want to get this done before I have gray hairs coming out and my chest is hitting the floor. Thank God I only have one of those. um, but yeah, I had a couple grays come in and I was gonna like, I plucked them out and I was like, this came out of my head. And I want to just frame it. I want to stick it in a frame. Say it's my first gray hair, even though I know it's not. I've had a couple last year too. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to try to relax today. I'm going to breathe. Hopefully things don't get crazy or worse. I still feel like I got like sickly eyes. The girl at the dentist, she was like just so gross and like wiping her nose and stuff. And like I don't know if she like wiped her nose on the handlebars of the seat kind of thing. And like I did everything I possibly could. If they didn't make me go to that and like, you know, and so if I'm sick and I get this done, I'm sick when I get it done. That's how I look at it. Like there's not much else I can do. I mean, you're gonna have like a tube in my throat. It's not gonna matter what's in my nose. It's not gonna matter what's in my throat as long as my lungs are okay. As long as no fever and my lungs are okay. That's pretty much it. God, it has been stressful. It has been stressful for someone like me because I'm like I said, I'm somebody that tends to get sick pretty easily, and I see other people that get their face done, and it's like the day before, oh, we're hanging out with people. Oh, like a week before, oh, we're throwing a big party. It's like, what are you talking about? How are you able to not get sick? I come in proximity with someone and I'm instantly sick. It doesn't matter what I do. That's just me. Um, I'm not immunosuppressed. I have an autoimmune disorder, but like my ability to catch sicknesses is just amazing. Anyway, hopefully the next video I do, I got bandages all over my face and I look like I just got hit by a truck.